This is Caitlin, your host of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast, where we get no sleep and survive on coffee to watch just one more episode at night. Welcome back to another wrap-up episode, and this time we're wrapping up October 2024. I can't believe we only have 2 months left in this year. Part of it is this year seems to be going by really quickly, but also really slowly, depending on the month. Currently, October feels like it went by really quickly. I get very busy in the last 2 months of the year, so I don't anticipate completing a lot of dramas in the last 2 months of the year. I mean, I remember years in the past where I completed 0 dramas in November, so we'll just have to wait and see how the rest of the year is. But comparatively to September, October is a different story. I completed a lot more dramas this past month in October than I assumed I would, and definitely more dramas than what I did in September. I'm happy about that, especially if I don't get to finish a lot of dramas in November and December and for the rest of the year. So we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I at least get to watch and finish some things by the end of the year, but we'll have to see what happens. And the reason why I get so busy is because it's the holidays. I mean, everybody I think gets busy around the holidays, so. But let's wrap up October. Let's see what I completed. Let's see what I'm excited for November. Welcome to another wrap-up episode. The dramas or movies I completed in October, I knew I would complete more things in October than September very early on. I think in September I only completed 3 things, and in October, by the time I got to 3 completed items, I was very early on in October. I also did not start many new dramas either in October. I pretty much used this time just out of the things I was interested in to complete as many stuff on my current watch list as possible that I could get it off my list. Maybe I did this knowing that what November and December is going to be like in my life. I'm trying to be strategic when it comes to November and December, which I'll talk about later when we get to what things I'm excited for in November, but we'll see what happens. I'll probably be doing a lot of this in November and December where I might not start as many things, or I might complete everything and then start new things. But in October, I didn't really plan that out. It kind of just happened. But I also completed a good variety of things in October, like genres, countries, that type of things. I'm glad to talk about those stuff and give little reviews and mini reviews on those things, because then you guys will have new things to watch over the holidays. Maybe you're like me where you're really busy and you just want to watch things that people have enjoyed. Or maybe you're not like me where you're not busy whatsoever and you need things to watch. That's why I do these wrap-up episodes, to give you little mini reviews of things that I have enjoyed or not enjoyed. And I'm pretty objective and truthful when it comes to these reviews. Luckily, in October, I enjoyed pretty much everything I completed. There were very few that I did not. I mean, I don't think there was any, actually. I had a lot of high ratings in October. So let's get to the first one. The first one, I finally finished the anime, The Apothecary Diaries, Season 1. I watched this on Crunchyroll, which I do have a subscription through Amazon Prime, I think. It took me way too long to finish this. I enjoyed it, which is why it took me way too long. I was happy I watched this, but I should have finished this at least in September or something. I think because I kind of put it on the back burner to get other things done because I knew I would like it and I knew I wouldn't drop it. It just took me way too long to finish. I'm also glad I finished this because I can now watch season 2 in January when it comes out, along with My Happy Marriage season 2, which also is coming out in January. So I have a few animes at the start of 2025 that I can watch. Also, I really want to watch a few more animes before 2024 closes out, but again, due to my upcoming schedule, I'll have to see what happens. Because again, I have to be strategic about this stuff. I'll explain that when I get to what I'm looking forward to in November. But this anime is perfect for me. I swear, if this was like a C drama, historical C drama, I would eat it up as well. And I know a lot of people told me I would like it. They were all right. I mean, the concept even it was like written for me. It's a crime historical anime. If that was a drama, I would eat it up as well. I enjoyed the main girl a lot. I liked her character. I enjoyed all of her expressions and reactions to various things and people. I love that she was obsessed with poisons. I do wish we got more Jinshi, but I guess that's what season 2 is for. I guess season 1 was about our main girl, and then maybe season 2 will be more about him because we don't know much about him, even though season 1 wrapped up. Maybe they will dive into that a little bit in season 2. I liked all the mysteries. I liked how our leads kind of teamed up and solved all of them. I also loved all the relationships in the drama and the found family we got between all the female characters and our main girl. It can have some dark topics. It is a crime anime. And also, a bunch of the female characters in this are concubines and pretty much, they're not prostitutes, but they're women who are in brothels and perform for people who pay them money. They don't have sex with them, but they perform. They like sing and dance and whatever. There's a bunch of topics that are brought up around that can get quite dark. The reason why the main girl doesn't wear makeup or does wear makeup but wears it the way she does is there's a major reason for that she talks about in the anime. There's obviously murder, there's obviously like sexual assault sometimes. So there's some dark topics even if this is just an anime, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I know a lot of other people enjoyed it. I'm definitely excited for a season 2, which we'll be getting in January. Highly recommend this one. I think I gave this a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, something like that. Really high score. Next one I'm going to talk about is the Korean drama Pachinko. This is Pachinko season 2. It's on Apple TV. I gave this a 10 out of 10. This is another drama where season 2 is better or equal to the first season. It's another amazing season for Pachinko. I'm so glad this show is being made. It's a masterpiece. And I feel like it's so good. I feel privileged to be watching it. It's a weird concept, but weird feeling, but I somehow feel privileged to live in a time that I get to watch this show and witness what this show is. It has beautiful OSTs, beautiful cinematography, it has a wonderful story with a rich history. I have not read the book. I have no idea what's going to happen in the future seasons or what was going to happen in season 2, really. And I know it's kind of deviated from the book a bit depending on the characters, but I think it's a plus that I haven't read the book. I could say some minor things I disliked or I could nitpick over some things, but they're really minor. They really did not affect my rating, which is why this is a 10 out of 10. It's such a good show and it's so well acted, and I can't wait to see what happens in season 3 for this show. And you can tell everybody cares about this show, everybody making it cares about it. So I speak very highly about Pachinko, and if you have access to this show, please watch it because it definitely will be in my top shows of 2024. I will tell you that right now, and we are 2 months out. It will definitely be in my top K-drama Korean shows of 2024. 10 out of 10 for me. I also completed Light the Night Season 2 and Season 3 in October. Season 2 is another example of how Season 2 is even better than Season 1. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was even better. I think Season 2 actually was my favorite season of the 3. The twists in the season were nuts. I love that I could not predict anything. I still don't understand why this drama was broken up into 3 seasons. It really wasn't, didn't need to be. Please watch this drama. It's worth it. It's worth the watch. It's a crime drama, but it's also a drama about friendship and relationships and life's problems. And it's somewhat of a historical drama taking place, I think, in the 80s in Taiwan. It's amazing acting. You care and root for these characters. I gave 9.5 out of 10 for season 2. Season 3, I liked a little less than season 2. I think season 2, as I said, was the best out of the 3 seasons, but season 3 is still a fantastic drama. By the end of season 3 and by the end of the drama, I still did have a few unanswered questions, but they're really minor. It wasn't a huge plot hole or anything like that. My ship of the drama also never happened. I was kind of bitter about that a little bit because the actors had amazing chemistry. The two people that I wanted to be a couple had amazing chemistry and were a lot of fun to watch. But alas, they did not get together as a couple. I don't really know if I could really rewrite the drama to make them a couple that were a solid couple, maybe like an affair or like a one night stand or something. Maybe not that the other person was married or neither one of them were married, but it wouldn't be an illicit affair or anything. But they had so much great chemistry and tension between them. I wanted something romantic to happen between them. I don't know. For me, it was a bittersweet ending, but it was still well worth the watch. Highly recommend Light the Night to everybody. This is a 2020-2021 drama, so maybe a lot of people have watched it, but I finally got around to it. I do not regret that decision. Light the Night is fantastic. You can watch it on Netflix. Another thing I finished was The Double. I was watching this for a podcast episode that's coming out later this year. It's a Chinese drama. You can watch it on Viki or I think Netflix. By the way, Light the Night you can watch on Netflix. Pachinko, as I said, was Apple TV. I wrote a blog post for all of this, so you guys can go to the blog post and see the links and read about these dramas and my opinions and everything if you want to know more about these dramas. But back to The Double. I watched this on Viki, but it's also on Netflix. I'm really not surprised that I love this drama. I'm also not surprised that people loved this drama too, and that it's one of the more popular Chinese dramas of 2024. I mean, people probably aren't surprised I love this drama either, especially if you watched it. Story is just great. It's good. I love that we got so much revenge in this drama between multiple characters. The chemistry with the main leads were off the charts, in my opinion. I do wish they kind of did a little more with that, but in hindsight, that wasn't really the purpose of the drama. The purpose of the drama was the revenge and was the main female lead story, in my opinion, but it would have been nice a little bit. Revenge, though, was very satisfying and great to watch in this. The both of the leads, I liked them together. I liked that they were smart individually, but also supported each other in their endeavors of getting revenge. I also fell in love with a lot of the side characters and enjoyed them quite a lot. There was some found family in this drama, which was unexpected, but a lot of fun as well. I did have a few minor issues with the last few episodes. I wish some of the characters got different endings. Whether I wasn't satisfied with the revenge that was dealt to them or done for them, but also I just did not like some of the endings with other characters. I'm not trying to spoil anything. I don't want to name names or anything. I also felt like the pacing was a little off in the last few episodes, and I can't quite put my finger on what was off. And then the ending in general, I had a few minor issues. A lot of people did, though. I think a lot of people. I think it could have used one more episode or could have been paced out a little differently and not had that ending. But the ending wasn't the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. So I was also okay with it. But I could see why people had issues. I also had issues with the ending. Overall, though, The drama The Double is a fantastic drama, definitely one of my favorites of this year. I can see why a lot of people were telling me to watch it. I can see why a lot of people loved it. Gave this a 9.5 out of 10 due to my minor issues with the ending and various things with the various last episodes. But 9.5 out of 10 is a pretty good score, you know. Two more shows or dramas that I finished in October was I rewatched Alice in Borderland season 1. At first, when I watched this, I gave this a 9 out of 10, and I still kept that score, 9 out of 10. You can watch this on Netflix. It's a Japanese drama. I think it came out in 2020, I want to say. I rewatched this because I have yet to watch season 2. And the rumor is that season 3 is coming out in December or early 2025, but nothing's really confirmed on that. Like, we do know a season 3 is being made. They announced that a year ago now, almost a year ago. We know it's coming, but they haven't really confirmed when. Since season 3 is coming in December or early January, I kind of need to watch season 2. Hopefully, I can get stuff off my current watch list and get everything in order, and then I'll watch season 2. Hopefully, I don't rewatch season 1 and it takes me another 6 months to watch season 2, because that has already happened once this year, and I don't want that to happen again. I enjoyed this rewatch as much as I liked the first one. I binged this entire rewatch in one sitting for the most part, which never happens, but maybe that's because I knew what was coming. Drama definitely has a lot of trigger warnings as per usual with gore and violence. It's a violent show. It shows everything. It's a violent show. It's a dark show. It's kind of like if you watch Squid Games, it kind of has that same concept. It's not the same, but it kind of has the same concept. So if you can picture how violent Squid Game was, you pretty much have pictured how violent this. I would say Alice in Borderland is even more violent than Squid Game, in my opinion, but that's just me. I love the main characters. I love their relationships. This is another drama where you can't fall in love with anybody because they could be dead in the next scene, and that's really unpredictable. I've said this before. I'll say this again, though. In my opinion, Alice in Borderland is better than Squid Game, and I think it came out around the same time, too. If you have watched Squid Game and you have not watched Alice in Borderland, I would say give it a shot, because I think you will like it, especially if you like Squid Game. You would definitely like this Japanese drama. And you have 2 seasons to watch, possibly 3 if it does come out in December. And of course, we know we have Squid Game season 2 coming in December. And I think they said that they were filming season 3 of Squid Game at the same time as season 2. So season 3 should be coming out next year, maybe, for Squid Game. So we might be even getting season 3 of Alice in Borderland and Squid Game all in 2025 as well. Who knows? But anyway, I rewatched Alice in Borderland, still gave it a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend, especially if you like Squid Game. Trigger warning up the wazoo, though, for violence and gore and everything. Last show I'm going to talk about is something I binged in like a week. Not even. Culinary Class Wars. This is a Korean cooking competition show on Netflix. The way I was obsessed with this show, I mean, there's a review coming out on my podcast about it in the next couple weeks because I was so obsessed. I mean, 10 out of 10. I love that we're getting a season 2 of this show. I really was trying not to binge this show in one sitting, but I really could have. It was addictive, and maybe it was just addictive for me. I grew up loving cooking shows. I knew I would like this show, especially cooking competition shows. I mean, I've watched Chopped. I've watched Iron Chef. I've watched pretty much every American competition show, cooking competition show you could think of. I probably have at least watched one season of that show. Top Chef. I've watched multiple seasons of Top Chef. It's just crazy. I love cooking competition shows. I knew I would like it. I just didn't expect to love this show as much as I did. The competition was intense, but could also see that like the chefs respected each other a lot, whether they were a chef that was a celebrity chef that had been cooking for 30 years or a underdog local chef that may have only been cooking for 5 years. There was a lot of respect going in both directions. I love when that happens on the show. But at the same time, the competition was intense. They were definitely competing against each other, even if there was some good camaraderie or respect across the board. It was still a competition. I would advise you don't watch this on an empty stomach. I mean, I got hungry all the time. You just get to watch very talented chefs cook amazing looking dishes, and whether they're a celebrity or they're an underdog chef that have is still really good but like is just not a celebrity chef, you still see amazing cooking, and they're all just very talented. The show is brutal in eliminating people, I will say that. You definitely fall in love with some of these chefs and fall in love with their personality, but it is brutal when it comes to the eliminations. And you also see these chefs learn from each other, whether they're a celebrity or they are part of the underdog team. I mean, it doesn't really matter if they're a veteran chef or a new one, they still teach each other something. And it's just fun watching these chefs come up with these dishes and be creative. You can't help, I will say, you can't help but root for the underdogs, though. I always do in these types of things. So I rooted for the underdogs all the time. But I'm so glad we're getting a season 2 of this show. I loved it. I loved it from beginning to end. 10 out of 10. Definitely one of the top things I've watched in 2024, at least when it comes to Korean shows and dramas. Definitely will be in my end of the year list, hands down. I have not binged a show like this in a while. It was just a lot of fun, and yeah, I love Culinary Class Wars. It was, and I think also I liked it so much. It was unexpected. I knew I'd like it, but it was just the fact that I just couldn't had to stop myself from binging this in a day tells you how much I loved this show, because I was trying not to binge it in a day because I needed to watch other stuff for podcast episodes and things. That just tells you how much I loved it. So that is everything. You can watch it on Netflix, by the way. Culinary Class Wars, you can watch on Netflix. Also, going back to Culinary Class Wars really quick, you can tell how much Netflix budget went into this show. It's a huge production, and it shows a lot. Okay, so that is everything I watched in October. Basically, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10s across the board. I watched and completed a lot of good stuff in October, and more than I did in September. So that's really good. Now we're going to talk about all of the November dramas I'm excited for. And let me tell you, this always happens. This always happens. I know in November and December, I'm not going to have a lot of time to watch stuff due to the holidays, hanging out with friends, family stuff. This always happens where the months that I have everything going on, that I'm gone multiple weekends of a month or weeks even. Thanksgiving, I'm gone for an entire week. Same with Christmas. I, of course, am excited for a ton of dramas during those months. Why can't I have a month in November where I'm not excited for anything and then I don't have to worry about this? It always happens. There's been multiple years in the past where I have not completed a single drama in November because I've been so busy and doing everything. December gets a little better because it's not as hectic, but it's still hectic. And definitely, I don't finish as much. There's no way in November and December I'm going to finish 8 dramas and shows like I did in October. There's no way. There's no way in November and December. November, again, multiple years in a row, I finished nothing. And then December, maybe 4 or 5. I'd have to look back, but it always happens. It always happens that I'm excited for a lot of things in these 2 months at the end of the year. And then there's also the fact that I have multiple dramas from this year in 2024 that I haven't watched yet, that I've wanted to watch, and I just haven't, like Flex Cop, for example. I don't know why I didn't watch it when it was airing, but I didn't. And I still need to watch it along with some other stuff. There's always something. There's always something in November. The fact is, though, I'm trying to be more strategic when it comes to November and December. The problem I've had in past years is I get to November and December. I don't have a lot of time to watch stuff. but then I still click play on a bunch of new things. When 2025 starts, I'm not only excited for 6 or 7 dramas in January, but I'm also bringing over 10, 15 half-finished dramas and shows on my current watch list because I haven't had the time in November, December to watch them. Now I'm starting 2025 or the new year with 20 something shows on my current watch list, which overwhelms me all the time. And I always do it. The last couple years, like 2023, I think I did a pretty good job. And this year, I'm trying to be really strategic where I complete as much stuff off my watch list in the next 2 months. And then I start a bunch of new things, whether it's in January or I just very end of the year. So I'm not bringing a lot of old dramas and I'm caught up on all the currently airing stuff. That's kind of my strategy. I'll bring over some dramas that are currently airing, like Iron Family, for example. I'm behind on it now, but that doesn't end until close to February. I know I'll at least bringing that drama over. But there's, for example, Judge from Hell. I absolutely love it. I know I'm saving it until it ends so I can just binge it. But in past years, I would not be able to finish it because it ends in November, and then I'd carry it over to January and realize I still have 5 episodes to watch, and yet there's 3 new dramas that week that is starting. I'm trying to just not start anything new and just finish out the stuff that are on my current watch list that I can, knowing that I'll bring some shows over, like Iron Family, for example. I need to finish Ashes of Love by the middle of November. That is my goal. I'm going to finish it by the middle of November. I'm not going to start anything new and take my attention away from that drama because I need to finish it by the middle of November. But here I am, going to talk about 6 new dramas in November I want to watch. We'll see. We'll see how many I actually start of this and how many I just write down to watch in 2025. We'll see how many I get to. Again, though, I plan on not starting a lot of new stuff in order to finish some other things. So, anyway, here is the list of November dramas I'm excited for. There's a lot of them, which always happens, even though I have no time in November to watch. Now, I'm on the fence, actually, on a couple of these dramas on this list. For various reasons, which I'll get to when I talk to these. I also don't know where some of these dramas will stream either, because again, I only watch stuff on legal streaming sites. There's a lot more crime dramas coming out in November than I anticipated too, but we still have some variety. We'll see what I actually click play on, because some I'm a little iffy on if I'm actually going to watch them. Others I don't know where they're streaming. Also, the fact I just said, trying to get stuff off my current watch list, or at least get it to a minimum number where I don't feel overwhelmed come January. We'll see what happens. The first one that's on the list is a Japanese drama called Love is Poison. It will come to Netflix on November 5th. There's 3 things that get me interested in this drama. First off, it's a Japanese drama, which I feel like I don't watch enough of. And I love them. And for some reason, I just don't watch a lot of them. 2, it looks like it's going to be like a thriller law drama or at least a crime drama. It's really unclear. One of the characters is a lawyer, and the other one is a person who lives with him. It's kind of unclear. He's a con man and a lawyer. Sounds like it's going to be a crime drama to me. Unclear if it's going to be a law crime drama or just a crime drama. We'll have to see. But the fact that it's a crime drama in general, I'm excited for it. 3, it sounds like this drama is going to be a gay romance drama. Not only is it going to be a crime drama, but it's also going to be about 2 gentlemen who live together, one being a con man, one being a lawyer, and they're going to have a gay romance. I also don't feel like I watch enough gay romance dramas. I always add them to the list. Love in the Big City. I still have yet to click play on that one, even though I want to. This one's going on the list just because it's a crime drama, just because it's a gay boys love drama. I have a bunch of them already on my list that I need to watch, not just from Japan, but other countries. Another plus that I enjoy about this drama, it's a cohabitation drama. I love that trope when the 2 leads live together. The fact that the two leads are living together. This kind of gives me the vibe, and I'm hoping it will have this vibe. I don't know if it will. I have to watch it, but it kind of gives me the vibe that it could be like a Sherlock Holmes and Watson situation. Like Japan loves that, loves Sherlock Holmes, loves that concept when it comes to crime dramas already. This could be another concept like that. It could not. I don't know, but I love that theme as well. If Love is a Poison has a Sherlock Holmes Watson feel, definitely another plus for me. This drama just has a lot of things I'm excited for. I don't know any of the cast or anything. I'm mainly going off of what I see in the synopsis, what I see when it comes to themes of this drama. I haven't even seen a trailer for this drama actually. So that's what I'm excited for with Love is a Poison. That will be on Netflix November 5th. The next drama I'm excited for is Face Me. It's a Korean drama. This will be airing on Viki, and that premieres November 6th. I'm mainly curious about this drama because it looks like it's going to be a mix of a medical and a crime drama. I'm not the biggest fan of medical dramas. I'm really particular. I don't know why. It's not like I'm a doctor or whatever, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't watch a lot of medical dramas. There's a few that I still haven't watched that I'm excited for and I need to watch, but most of the time I'm not really interested in them. But the fact that it's mixed with a little crime, I always like anything mixed with crime. The fact that we have a medical and a crime drama mixed together, I'm interested. I think this story also has an interesting setup. You have a plastic surgeon who provides care to victims, and then you have a cop who's in charge of these victims when they come to them or come to him for care. And obviously, the plastic surgeon and the cop don't get along at first, and then eventually start working together on cases. I like Lee Min-ki. I think he does really well with crime dramas. I've seen him mostly in crime dramas, honestly. He was great in Crash. And then there was this other crime drama on Netflix, I think 2019, maybe. I think it was before the pandemic, called The Lies Within. He was really good in that one as well. I don't think I honestly have ever seen him in a romance drama. I could be wrong. I could not be remembering something, but every drama I remember him and I find he's good in is a crime drama. Face Me being a crime drama and he's the plastic surgeon, I'm all for it. I've never watched the female lead actress in anything, but I know of her. And I know of her other dramas that she's done. And I know other people like her for her other dramas. I'm always willing to try out a new actress. She's the cop in this situation. I always like seeing females play cops. They always give like a badass acting vibe, you know? I also like a lot of the support cast in this drama. That's always a plus for me. I'm just really curious about the concept when it comes to plastic surgery and crime. I can't really picture. I mean, according to the synopsis, Lee Min-ki has like a trauma past and needs to figure out a crime with his past as per usual trope when it comes to a crime drama. But the concept of plastic surgery and victims seems really cool to me. And I'm always interested in this like new idea of a crime drama. Who would ever have thought of the theme of plastic surgery and crime victims and then writes that into a Korean drama? We'll see how this goes, but that's Face Me on Viki. It premieres November 6th. The next one I'm going to talk about is Gangnam B-Side. It's a Korean drama. Right now, all I see is it's premiering on Disney Plus. I have not seen anything about it coming to Hulu at all for the US. This might not be coming to the US. I don't know. This premieres November 6th. This is one of the dramas I'm kind of unsure if I'm going to watch or not. Maybe because it reminds me of The Worst of Evil, which I have not watched, but I've heard mixed reviews about it, and so I never watched it. And because the cast of this drama has a lot of the same cast of The Worst of Evil, maybe I'm just associating this drama with that one. Also, the fact that it's really unclear if I'll have access to this. If it's not coming to Hulu, means I won't be able to watch it anyway. If it only says it's coming to Disney Plus, that means it's not gonna have an international release until later. That's another thing that, like, reason why I'm on the fence about this is because, again, it's only on Disney Plus right now. On the plus side, though, it's dark. It's a crime drama. It has an interesting choice of cast, which intrigues me. I mean, this drama stars one of the actresses of Extraordinary Attorney Woo, Han Yoon Kyung, which interests me because I have never seen her in this kind of dark crime drama before. It also is only 8 episodes, short and sweet. It doesn't have the same story as The Worst of Evil. It's not, from what I can tell, Worst of Evil is nothing like this. It's about a missing girl, and you have a cop looking for the girl as well as a gangster looking for the girl, and they kind of team up. And then the prosecutor, I think, is also looking for the girl, but that's kind of unclear. The prosecutor is played by Ha Yoon Kyung. Gangster is Ji Chang Wook. We always like him play a versatile character. It still has some things going for it. I am just on the fence if I'm actually going to watch this, or I might just wait until hearing what other people think of it and then maybe go and watch it later, especially if it doesn't come to Hulu until 6 months later. We'll see how this goes. The girl who goes missing is played by BB. She has gotten a lot of acting jobs this year. I think she's pretty good acting wise. She's an amazing rapper, in my opinion. I love her music. We love to see that she's getting more roles. That's Gangnam B-side. I'm a little iffy on if I'm going to watch that or not. It's also the fact that, like, I just don't have a lot of time in November. I have to make cuts here. I have to be really, really excited to watch something, or I might just put it to the wayside and see. But I have interest in it because it is a dark crime drama. We'll just have to wait and see. The next drama I'm going to talk about is Parole Examiner Lee. This is a Korean drama. It's premiering on November 18th. I'm excited for this one because of the cast. Go-soo, Kwon Yu-ri, and Lee Hak-ju, I'm all excited for. They are part of the cast. I love them, and I'm happy to see them as part of this cast. I saw the trailer and the poster for this, though, once I found out about a cast. I found out about the cast. I was excited for that. But then I saw the first trailer and the poster, and it had a lot of comedy in it, which I was not expecting. I just need more information about this before I decide if I'm 100% going to click play on this. I also have no idea where this is going to be airing. Rumor is maybe Vicky, but I can't even get a maybe on that. Some people say Vicky, other people say I have no idea. No idea. Comedy part is just, it's giving me pause just because I'm so iffy on my comedy. I've dropped things just when a joke rubs me the wrong way. Sometimes I don't even want to try it. I'll probably have to decide when it gets closer to the premiere date. Again, this doesn't premiere until November 18th. It also will probably depend on how well I'm doing with clearing out my current watch list and how I'm doing with that. Because if I'm already overwhelmed by things, or I just haven't had time to watch anything, there's no point on me click and play on something new when I know I'm not going to have enough time to watch it anyway. We'll just have to see. We'll see. Again, though, even if I don't have access to it, there's no point in click and play either. There's other crime dramas in 2024 I still haven't watched, as I said. Maybe I'll just add this one to the list if I hear good things. I don't know. I'm a little iffy on Parole Examiner Lee for various reasons, even though I do love the cast. We'll have to see what happens with that one. Next one I'm really excited for, and if I do get access to this one, I'm definitely going to be clicking play on, and that is When the Phone Rings. It's a Korean drama. The rumor for this drama is going to be Netflix. That's what I've been seeing. It premieres November 22nd. I am so excited for this drama. I think this is the Korean drama I'm most looking forward to in November. There's definitely at least one drama. If I had to choose one drama to click play on, one Korean airing drama in November to click play on, it will be this one. If I get access to it. Again, it's not 100% confirmed for Netflix, but that's the rumor I've been seeing going around. This looks like it's going to be an intense drama. I'm definitely excited for this because of the not the cast, because of the story. The cast I'm excited for, but it could be anybody else in the cast and I would still get excited for due to the story, not necessarily the cast. The story seems really unique, and I'm really curious how they're going to pull it off. You have a husband and wife. The husband is played by Yoo Yun Suk. He apparently is an up and coming politician from a family who has always been in politics. They're very prestigious. They're like a prestigious political family. And he's popular himself, and he's running for office. His wife is played by Chae Soo Bin. She got into an accident when she was younger, and that left her mute. And so they apparently, according to the synopsis that I found, they don't have an arranged marriage, but they have a marriage of convenience, basically. And they've been married for 3 years come the time that this drama starts. And one day she gets kidnapped, and apparently, according to synopsis, this kidnapping kind of changes the dynamic of their relationship. He has to now race to find her while being probably threatened by whoever kidnapped her. Like, the synopsis and trailer doesn't say like why she was kidnapped. Obviously, that's a reason why we need to figure out in the drama. But the assumption is that they're kidnapped her to threaten him with something. That's my assumption. That concept just sounds intense and unique to me. And I think what intrigues me is she's mute. She hasn't talked in how many years ever since she had whatever accident she had. How are they going to portray that in the drama? How are they going to, like, will the differences in character impact the story of communication? How do they communicate? Will she lose her phone when she's kidnapped? Like, there's so many questions I could think of how this would be an intense crime drama. And I'm so excited for it. The trailer looks intense. It looks something like right up my alley. I'm just really excited for this. And I mean, I'm assuming there'll be some romance because, again, the synopsis kind of said it will change the dynamic of the relationship, aka they'll probably discover they love each other because it's a marriage of convenience, probably. When the Phone Rings is definitely the drama I'm most looking forward to in November. If I don't start anything in November except for this drama, I'll be happy. I also just realized in November, not only are we getting a lot of crime dramas, but I'm also excited for a lot of gay dramas because the next one I'm excited for has been on my list to watch in November for a couple months now, ever since I found out about it. And that, I might butcher this title, but the title that I have is Petrichor, Petricor. I don't know what that means exactly. Petrichor is a Thai drama. It will be airing on iQIYI and it premieres November 23rd. This is a crime, girls love, lesbian drama, which I'm all here for that. I'm all here for that. It's something different too. It caught my eye first off because it was a crime drama. I mean, obviously, I always appreciate a crime drama. Second, it's a GL drama. It's a girls love drama. It's a lesbian drama. At least it's marketed that way. And so if this is a true GL drama, it will be my first GL drama I watch. They have kind of been up and coming in the last year or so, I've seen through social media and stuff. I haven't watched any of the other ones, so this will be my first. I'm also a sucker for a crime drama where a cop teams up with a forensics doctor. There's a Thai drama that came out a couple years ago that kind of gives me this same vibe. It's called Manner of Death, and that was a boys' love drama that had a cop and a forensic doctor team up. I loved that one. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I know it was kind of a mixed review type situation. I enjoyed that a lot. The fact that I enjoyed Manner of Death, I think I'll probably enjoy Petrichor a lot. I don't know any of the actors or actresses in the cast. I know a few of the supporting people, but none of the major players that MDL says. Like the two leads, the two women who play the leads, no idea who they are. I don't think I've ever seen them in a drama before. Some of the support characters I do recognize from other Thai dramas I've seen, but I always like dramas where it introduces me to more actors and actresses because that means I have more dramas to watch, you know? First trailer looks like it has some budget and definitely has some crime in it. I'm just intrigued. I'm glad I'll have access to this one. It's a lesbian drama. I always support the gay dramas, lesbian dramas, boys love dramas. I'm excited that this has crime wrapped in a lesbian drama. Hopefully, because we have gotten more GL dramas over the past year or two. Hopefully, if this one is popular or other ones have been popular, we'll get more of them. Can't complain with that. That was Petrichor. It will air on iQIYI, and that premieres November 23rd. And the last one that I'm interested in, but I'm also kind of on the fence about, is a Korean drama called The Tale of Lady Oak. I think that's how I pronounce it. It's okay, so I'm going to say Oak. I doubt it's okay. I doubt it's Lady Okay. It's a Korean drama. Rumor is that it will be on Netflix, but I have not found any confirmation about that. But that's the thing that I see floating around, that it will be on Netflix. And this premieres November 30th. On one hand, the synopsis for The Tale of Lady Oak says the female lead is a legal expert. So that leads me to believe it's a crime drama, at least, or at least a law drama, which I like law dramas. I'll watch law dramas. But on the other hand, the first trailer of this drama shows nothing about legal or being a lawyer or anything. And also, MDL has nothing in the tags or genres saying that it's a legal drama. I'm starting to think that that sentence in the synopsis was pulled from somewhere else. Maybe this is based off a book. I'm not sure. And it shouldn't be there. Maybe the drama isn't a legal drama. I don't know. Will it not being a legal drama not make me want to watch this? I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided that. Because the trailer looks gorgeous. But it also looks like it's an intense historical Korean drama, an intense saeguk. This is not going to be a fun, light historical drama to watch. Looks like a heavy, intense historical drama. The female lead is played by Im Ji-yeon. I like her a lot. She, I think, is a great actress. I mean, we all know her from The Glory, but she's done other things I've liked as well. According to the trailer I've seen, she is a female slave who is fighting for survival. That tells me nothing about it being a legal expert. And maybe later she becomes one, I'm not sure. But right now there's nothing pointing to the fact that this is a legal or a lawyer drama. I also have not watched a historical Korean drama in a long time. I can't tell you the last time I've watched a historical Korean drama. There's definitely others out there, like My Dearest, cough cough, that I have not seen, that I need to watch. But this one, due to the trailer, this one looks intense and angsty, but also Im Ji-young plays a really strong female lead. I always love a story with a strong female lead who goes through the ringer and comes out victorious on the other side. Cinematography looks beautiful for this drama. I just need more information, but I'm definitely interested. But this could be another one that kind of goes in the back burner and I save for a time that I have a little more time to watch things. I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I'm definitely interested in it though. And I just also question how much angst I can handle. Because this one seems like it has a lot of angst. And there's some times where I love angst, other times I don't really like angst. We'll have to see. And also the fact that this isn't confirmed for Netflix yet. The rumor is just Netflix, so we have to see if it turns up somewhere too. But those are all the dramas I'm looking forward to in November. We'll see how many I actually click play on. There's definitely one I'm going to, no matter what. But the other ones, just have to see how my watch list looks and how much time I have. I definitely put all these on my plan to watch list eventually I might get them. That's the other thing, is at least we're lucky that we never run out of dramas to watch. That is me wrapping up October. I hope you like this episode. I hope you like the reviews that I put out. Let me know what dramas you are excited for November. Let me know if you're like me and you have no time during the holidays to watch dramas. Or let me know if you are one of those people who do nothing during the holidays and have a lot of vacation and watch a lot of dramas. I'm really curious what you plan to watch. But thank you for listening to another episode of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast. This is me wrapping up October, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye. If you want to continue the conversations about dramas that were started in this episode, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter under the username No Sleep for Dramas. That is No Sleep, the number 4 dramas, just like in the title of the podcast. This podcast is also an expansion of my blog, so you can visit my blog at www.nosleep4dramas.com, the number 4 dramas.com, and find multiple years of blog posts already available at your fingertips. All links are in the description of this episode. This has been an episode of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast, and I am your host, Caitlin. I will see you here next time, and I hope you get no sleep chasing the next episode just like me. Good night.